Hi guys, welcome to Yin. We're going to start in a comfortable seat and just grab a blanket or a towel and a bolster. You can also use a pillow or a couch cushion, anything you have or have been using, and just sit up on your blanket just to give your hips a little bit of height. If easy cross-legged isn't comfortable for you, you can come to a kneel or any other seat. Take your hands to your thighs and close down your eyes. Start by taking a big breath in. Open your mouth, sigh it out. Arriving on your mat from whatever day you've been having. It might have been quite busy, and this is the first moment you've had to kind of stop and be by yourself. Or it might be kind of a relaxed yin kind of day. Whatever it is, just settling onto your mat. Notice how your body feels, scanning from your toes, through the legs, hips, torso, arms, shoulders, head. Relaxing any areas that might be a little tense or gripping on. Find your breath. Begin to stretch your breath a little longer with each inhale and each exhale. It's normal for the breath to feel a little short when we first start, especially if it's your first practice for the day. By the end of class, it should feel nice, long and smooth. Find a couple more deep breaths here. One more. Blink open your eyes and take your right hand down to the mat next to your right hip. Just be mindful I'm not mirroring you. And then reach your left arm up and over. Take the left hand behind the head, little side bend. We won't be here for too long, but we'll be holding it for a little while. If you'd like to come all the way down onto the right elbow, feel free. If that's too much, maybe slip your bolster underneath or just stay up on the hand. Make sure that you're comfortable, change anything that you need to. If it's too much with the left hand overhead, you can just drop it by your side. Finding stillness, resist the urge to fidget or change things unnecessarily. Commit to the shape that you've chosen. With each breath, find some length into the left side body. There's no need to move, it'll happen on its own. Just a couple more breaths here. Ensure that your face is relaxed. One more breath. Release your left hand from behind your head. If it was there, just let it slip to the left thigh. Slowly lift yourself up Take a moment in the center, notice how the left side body feels. Straight into our next shape. We're going to take a twist towards the right, left hand to your right knee, right hand behind you. And don't come as deep as you would if this was a vinyasa class. Come to about 60 or 70%. It's nice to slip your left hand to the outside of the thigh. Head can be forward in line with your torso or back towards your right shoulder. Try to keep your eyes closed. Relax any gripping in your thighs. And find your breath. If your mind feels very busy today, it can be useful to use a mantra in our practice. Today, the one I will offer is very simple. Inhale, I am aware. Exhale, I am relaxed. Whenever you feel your mind has wandered off, silently repeat this mantra to yourself. Inhale, I am aware. Exhale, I am relaxed. You have about 5 more breaths here. Couple more. Last one. And release your left hand, come back to the center. Just take a breath, settle. Blinking open your eyes, bring your heels in line with your knees, making a box shape with your legs. And then just pick up your hips and shift your bum back a little. We're going to fold forward from here. You can, of course, use your pillow in front of your legs, bring your elbows down, drop the head. I'm going to stay up just to protect the microphone. And make sure that you're comfortable with your legs, so if your hips have gone too far back, just reshuffle. It's not so important, the shape. It's more important that you are comfortable and relaxed. And let the head drop down, loosen your jaw. Feel a nice stretch, not only in the hips, but across the lower back and the upper back as well. Inhale, I am aware. Exhale, I am relaxed. Notice if you could make your body any heavier. Allow yourself to be supported by the floor and the props. And use minimal effort. You have about 5 more breaths here. Make them as long and as deep as you can. Final breath here. Slowly start to rise up. Take your hands back behind you, let your head drop back, open through the throat. Take a big breath in. Part your lips, sigh it out. Tuck your chin to your chest. And just take your legs the other way, bringing the other foot in front. Same sequence, other side, left hand beside the left hip. And reach the right arm up and over. Right hand can fall behind the head or anywhere that's comfortable. You can stay here with the hand to the floor, that's quite nice, or coming all the way down to the elbow, or grabbing your pillow, just for a little more height. And this definitely isn't the most comfortable pose to hold. It can feel a little funny in that top shoulder. The neck can feel a little strained. But try to be as comfortable as you can and be okay with it not being perfect. Find your breath in the right side body. If it's too much with the right arm overhead, you can drop it down. And avoid any unnecessary movements. Commit to your shape. You just have a little longer here. Inhale, I am aware. Exhale, I am relaxed. Last few breaths. And gently release your right hand back to the thigh and slowly come on up. And just take a breath or a moment in the center. Notice any residual sensation. And then we'll head into our twist. Left hand back behind you, right hand to the left knee. And there's a temptation to kind of pull yourself as far as you can, but remember, drop it back 60 or 70%. You can slip the right hand to the outside of the knee. Head wherever is comfortable, either in line with the torso or back behind you, or somewhere in between. And there's a tendency for the thighs to start to tense up and grip on here. See if you can soften your face and your jaw. Notice how your breath feels in this twist. It will likely feel a little constricted and maybe a little shorter. That's normal, we're compressing the diaphragm. It'll feel nice when we release. Five or so breaths. Final breath. Slowly untangle yourself back to center. Close your eyes. And when you're ready, coming into the forward fold, making your legs into a box shape, maybe shifting the hips back. Fold forward to your pillow or just to the floor. And let the head drop down. Any variation with your arms, as long as it's comfortable. Noticing how this side feels. Is probably your unnatural side. Often a little tighter. You may need to back off a little, use a different variation with the props. Inhale, I am aware. Exhale, I am relaxed. If you could make your body any heavier, do so. If you could make your breath any longer, do so. Just a little longer here. Final breath. Slowly rise on up. Keep your eyes closed. Keep the body soft. Notice any sensation running through the body. There may be some tingling or coolness, perhaps some heat. Take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up the belly, fill up the chest. Part your lips side out. Blink open your eyes. We're going to come up and over onto our belly. Just move your props so that they're out of the way. And we're going to come into Sphinx pose. So making a number 11 with your arms, elbows as wide as your shoulders. Palms spread, not too wide. And here, if it feels too much in the lower back, you can bring your elbows a little further forward. That will soften the posture. Of course, if you want more, elbows closer to your body. And you have your bolster, you can always bring the bolster behind your elbows to give your chest a little bit of height. You can keep your head looking straight forwards with your eyes closed, or you can drop the head down, but keeping that nice curve in the spine. There is a tendency here for the glutes to start tensing up, holding on. You can tell them to relax. Not a super long hold, just another 4 or 5 breaths. If you would like a deeper back bend, you can of course lift your elbows from the mat, take seal pose, walking the hands in a little, only if it feels okay in your lower back. Last breath. If you're in seal, coming back down, remove any props. And just come all the way down, make a pillow for your head with your hands. You can rock your hips side to side. And then go ahead, bring your left hand to the floor and slip your right hand underneath the left underarm. But we're not twisting here, we're lying on top of the arm. So you want your right arm to kind of be in between, underneath your collarbones, not underneath the neck. And left hand can be a pillow for the head. Softer variation would be to slide your left leg up towards the right hand. You can have a peek, I'm doing it now. Stronger variation, right leg slides up towards the right side of your mat. Make any adjustments that you need. Make sure you're comfortable. If it's too much with the legs or it's too confusing, don't worry about it. Let your whole body be heavy, as if there were sandbags on top of you. There's no need to resist the floor. You can allow yourself to sink in. Inhale, I am aware. Exhale, I am relaxed. Enjoy the stillness. There is nowhere that you need to be right now. Any worries or to-do lists popping up into your head, there's no need for them now. We can't do anything about it, so no need to let it take up headspace. Take 3 more long, deep breaths. Whatever leg you had bent up, let it go long down the mat. Press your left hand into the floor, unthread your right arm. And we'll just go straight into the other side, threading your left arm underneath the right arm should sit underneath the collarbones. You can make a pillow for the head with the right hand. Softer variation, sliding up your right leg towards the left hand. And a little stronger, or a lot stronger, sliding up your left leg. And this side might feel similar or completely different. It doesn't matter, but just notice. See if you can pick up where you left off on the other side and sink into that feeling of heaviness. You may wish to repeat the mantra to yourself. A nice little reminder for the body to stay present and relaxed. You have a little longer here. Just enjoy. I'll tell you when it's time to come out. Last couple of breaths. Whatever leg you had bent up, slip it long down the mat. Press your right hand down and unthread your left arm. Find your way back to a child's pose in your own time. Take your knees nice and wide and reach your arms long down the mat. And walk your hands halfway back towards your knees. And we'll take 3 rounds of cat-cow here. As you inhale, drop your belly, lift your chest. Exhale, press into your hands, dome the upper back. Inhale, drop the belly, lift the chest, move slowly. Exhale, round the spine. Last round on your own. Come back to a neutral spine. Our final pose will either be taking a very wide child's pose or frog pose. So take your blanket for your knees. Take your knees as wide as you can. And this is kind of like a cheating frog. Just have your toes straight back behind you. Sink your hips back. Reach your arms forward, or with your bolster underneath your belly. I really like that. If your hips feel like they're ready for frog, flip your toes out the other side. Your ankles will be in line with your knees. Come down to your elbows, or of course to your pillow. The more you shift your hips back, the stronger it will feel, and the more you come forward, the softer the shape will become. Try to find somewhere in between where it doesn't feel like nothing, but it doesn't feel like you're screaming to get out. Find your breath. Inhale, I am aware. Exhale, I am relaxed. Be aware of the sensation in your hips, whether you like it or not. And see if you can relax your upper spine, your head, shoulders, your feet, maybe even your thighs a little. And just a little longer here. If it really feels like it's becoming too much, just shift yourself forward a little. Or even better, see if you can just focus on your breath and sit with the sensation. I know it's a lot. Final 3 breaths. If you're in frog, start to shift your weight forward, flip your toes back the normal way. Slowly bring your knees together and just sit back on your heels and take a moment. Then take your hips to one side, come down to lying on your back. And we're going to finish with a quick body scan, so make sure that you're warm. If you need a blanket over your feet or over your body, especially if you're doing this right before bed. If you need any last shapes before we finish, maybe hug knees to the chest or a twist. You have some time to do that now. And when you're ready, let your legs go long down the mat. Arms by your sides. If your lower back feels a little icky here, pillow behind the knees. Or of course, just bend up the knees, feet to the floor, knees knock in together. Take a deep breath in. And empty out. Close your mouth, breathe in and out through the nose. I'm going to guide you through a body scan to finish instead of Shavasana today, or maybe as well as. As I say the body part, just take your attention to that area of your body. Notice any tension or any sensation there. And that's all you need to do. So starting with the right big toe. Second toe, third, fourth, fifth. All of the right toes. Sole of the right foot, top of the foot, right ankle, right calf, right shin, right knee, right thigh, right hamstring, right hip. Your whole right leg. Now take your attention to your left big toe. Second toe. Third. Fourth. Fifth. All of the left toes. Sole of the left foot. Top of the foot, left ankle, left calf, left shin, left knee, left thigh, left hamstring, and left hip. Your whole left leg. Alive with awareness. Now feel both your right and your left leg together. Take your attention now to your pelvis, your belly, the side waist, lower back, middle back, rib cage, chest, right shoulder, left shoulder, nape of the neck, your whole torso alive with awareness. Traveling down the right arm, take your awareness to your right upper arm, right elbow, right forearm, palm of the hand, back of the hand, right fingers, your whole right arm. Take your awareness now to your left arm, the upper arm, elbow, forearm, palm of the hand, back of the hand, left fingers. Feel both your right and your left arm. Take your attention now to the front of the throat, back of the neck, your jaw, inside of the mouth, lips, nose, cheekbones, right eye, left eye, your eyelids, your eyebrows, and the space between your eyebrows, your ears, skull, top of the head. Feel your whole body alive with awareness and sensation. Now imagine your body is so heavy on the mat, as if it was made of concrete. And now imagine your body was as light as a feather, almost hovering off the floor. See if you can feel heavy and light at the same time. Imagine your whole body is hot, as if you were lying on the sand with no umbrella on a sunny day. And now imagine the body is cold, as if you were standing in the snow without any shoes. See if you can feel hot and cold at the same time. And release the focus from the body and come back to your breath. Notice if it's deeper now than when we started. Notice how you feel. Hopefully relaxed in the body and quiet in the mind. And if you wish to stay here with this feeling, you can stay lying on your back in Shavasana, maybe until the end of whatever song is playing, or until you feel ready to go back into the world. I will leave you here. Thank you for sharing your practice here with me. It was my pleasure to guide you. Namaste.